team and management and ownership banded together in the face of adversity. Obviously, in no situation do you want to lose your head coach. You don't want to have injuries, but we had all of that, and we weathered the storm. Very proud of these guys and the way they competed and put themselves in position to get into the playoffs and have a realistic shot to win and advance and take this franchise to another level.
After after the game, now it's over, you had to sink in, you think about it. What's the most disappointing thing about the way you guys played yesterday with your season at stake?
Well, just the missed opportunities, the want, the will to win every possession. And I thought we left a lot of possessions out there to chance, and you just can't do that in a game seven. You have to own every inch of the court, and every possession matters. And I think that's something this team will learn from, especially a guy like Giannis, who obviously is going to be in that situation more and more throughout his career. He's now been in a game six at home. He's been in a game seven on the road. Now it'll be time to take that next step.
So season as a whole, what's going to take to get to that next step, to have a chance to get home court advantage in the playoffs?
Well, one, you're going to have to be healthy, and that's going to be something that around the league every team is going to struggle with. But the consistency to go out, win the games that you're supposed to win, and take care of home court. I thought we were very inconsistent this year at winning games at home, but you're opening up a new arena. That is going to be a tremendous home court advantage for these guys and going forward.
What do you think that you were inconsistent about?
Just for whatever reason. I mean, just being young, being not fully healthy, having your full complement of players throughout the year definitely played a huge part in our inconsistencies.
I know Boston was at home last night, and you got a chance to play a lot and sit from the sidelines. Did you think that they played like they wanted that game more than the Bucks did last night?
Except for about 2 or 3 games, you would say they wanted that series as a whole. I thought they played with a chip on their shoulder. They played with something to prove, which happens when you have 2 star key players out. You're going to have guys that want to step up and prove that they belong and that they're still viable. And they did that. I mean, give them all the credit in the world. Great coach, great young players that were hungry and wanted it, and they got the job done.
How about the situation that Joe Prunty was put in to coach this team in the postseason, and what he did for you guys to try to get you to go to that next round?
I've been with Joe on 3 separate occasions now, and every time he doesn't cease to amaze me in what he's able to do, X's and O-wise, and then as a leadership, he was tremendous. I mean, he was put in a tough situation, but he weathered the storm. They call him Cool Joe, and that's what he was. He was a calming effect. I think he maximized the player's potential, with the little time that he was given, and he took us as far as we could go.
You see a young star like Giannis who really wanted this series, and he played his heart out. You kind of feel for the young buck that things didn't go the way he wanted to, and I mean, obviously for the team as well. But Giannis,
no doubt about it. And my message to him is, and I've been there, through your biggest failures will come your biggest successes. And I think he has to lean on these type of moments to learn from, and to let it fuel and motivate him as he goes forward and into the future.
How have you seen him sort of grow as a player over the last 2 years, veteran perspective on him?
Leadership is tremendous, and he does it by example. But this year he took his next step, and he did it vocally. And I think that's huge when you talk about a young player having the ear of his teammates. It's tremendous.
what kind of advice do you give somebody like Jabari Parker, who's kind of up and down this year, coming back for a couple of knee surgeries?
Well, always tough coming back from injury, but if he can go out and perform the way he had the last month and a half of the season, he's going to be okay financially and longevity-wise in this league for a long time. He has a skill set that you can't teach. Very athletic, but gets a bucket. It's given. He puts his uniform on, he's good for 20 points and 8 rebounds every single night.
Jed, what's next for you?
For me, I'm going to play another year. I can honestly stand here before you and tell you that all my efforts will be to come back with this organization. Obviously, I know my impact. Been here 2 years now. I want to see the process, the finished product, because I know the potential. I know where this organization is headed, and this year was another step. Though we didn't get the result we wanted, was another step in the right direction. So I know management. I've already had my discussions with them, and we'll continue to talk throughout the summer. But my intention is to come back here and finish it out here. Not saying it will be my final season, but I want to do 20, and then I'll reevaluate after that.
When you lose a Game 7, when you got a chance to move on to the next round, how long does that sit with the player?
I hadn't lost a Game 7, so this would be my first time. I was undefeated going in, and I was 3-0, and it's tough. It's tough, but understanding the process, understanding that, again, we have players that are our star players that have to go through something like this for us to reach our ultimate goal, and that's to win another championship. So it should resonate. It should resonate with you all summer and fuel you on into next season.